Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Brandt. Shall we go inform him? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Over here, if you would.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Few could determine this village's secret at a glance. The truth is far stranger than anything I'd envisioned.
Indeed. All the while, 'twas a training ground. Ah, now here's a surprise.
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
是哪里啊？要最上面来了。这边的洞。
'Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
Ah, let's see. What can we do without?
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. Beg pardon? Why would you ask such a thing? A letter? Oh, you've made quite the discovery. Brass means imitating someone in thieves' cant. This letter means to say someone's taken on such a request. Naturally, I can say nothing as to the who or what of the arrangement. I'm sure you understand.
哪来的情报啊？是拿到那封信的情报，还是其实我还没有过到那个剧情，但是这个剧本已经写好了，所以才讲这个情报。
Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care then.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
好像看到那是窗还是门啊？
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it? Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route. Over here, we're here, and none the worse for wear.
能够带入
Methinks
淘宝
this
箱
will
啊！
be of interest to Captain Brant.
这
Shall we
傻
go
逼
and
跳
follow
下去干嘛？
Unless my eyes deceive me, there's something down there.
啊？一群智障吧！
Thank you, Master. I only hope I did not disappoint. Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Brant. Shall we go inform him? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way. one of us has been drenched.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed. I've got a good feeling about this one.
Come, I'll lead the way. 'Tis a hobgoblin.
A bolt of lightning will soon see this meat fry.
I thank you. 'Tis a great kindness you've shown me.
Taking a load off so soon? We've only just rested.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors. I've just had a thought. Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? Pray, here we are. Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Brandt. Shall we go inform him? I believe... I can guide you to the person in question.
Go on.
I I will protect you.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
It was well worth the effort of breaking it.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Shove off. I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
I'd wager our merry band can handle whatever comes.
Onward! Adventure awaits.
You have my support. It seems they bear us ill will.
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat? Take this. It's something I found. I wanted you to have it. Masterfully done!
Once more!
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore. I can take us there, using knowledge I gained beyond the rift.
应该会有东西感觉。没有。没东西。 能会没有东西。陆西奇。
Now to report to Captain Brandt. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek. Come, I'll lead the way.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Really now? What are you doing?
'Tis folly to pick quarrels with beasts.
Ah, that's better. Many thanks. Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep? Then I shall remain by your side.
桥下洞，好像没有兴趣。
I shan't let them harm you. Not bad. Think nothing of it.
I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen. We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
Now to report to Captain Brandt. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
什么石头？
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
东西啊！
Ooh! I can't wait to find out what's
这个
inside.
freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Might I be of assistance?
为什么
I
会下
shall
去啊
not？ fail you.
A curative ought to do the trick.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? It is rather high. It might be beyond our reach.
Have no fear, Master. I've just the skill for this. Shall I assist?
How very inspired. I cannot wait to return beyond the rift and inform my own master of this.
"就像来过不来。没什么用。我再往上。
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss. Is there any way to climb up there? I'm not sure what we'll find, but it might be something useful. Methinks I've a skill for just this occasion. Shall I assist?
The Arisen has been drenched. Well done. Get off. I shall propel you into the air. I will use this opportunity to gather my strength.
You haven't forgotten us, have you, Master?
Ah, now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns.
Our master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
There, master. Orient.
My thanks. Just what I needed.
Hold still. Twill be over in a moment.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
然后宝箱，宝箱在哪里？啊，不是那个吧？
I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now.
'Tis well to be prepared, but over-preparation will serve us not.
对面。我有进去过，那时候是晚上，单到下子。有人挖过。
I learned of a forgotten rift stone in this area during my time beyond the rift. I can take you to it if you like. This should be of use.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
I'm going to enjoy this.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become...
Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Brandt. Shall we go inform him? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Over here, if you would.
That's quite a large boulder, but methinks 'twill budge if we combine our strength.
Would anyone care to push?
Lucky us. That's worth taking.
My clothes. So dirty.
Many thanks for healing me, Arisen.
Undead!
Oh shit. Oh.
These beings are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
抓它干嘛？我要抱这个缸，抱的是很烦。
I've got a good feeling about this one.
看错，
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
火药桶看着箱子，这都是另外一个前面的桶。这里。
The walls are too close for comfort here. Should we encounter trouble, we would be at a disadvantage.
Let us conclude our business and be quit of this place. There is naught to be gained from lingering.
Have to go home.
Let us see what you're made of!
另外一个洞到底怎么进去的？上一个下，这也是右边轨道啊。一个上一个下意思。 这是我看错。
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Brandt. Shall we go inform him?
要跑回去吗？我直接用传送词飞回去算了。
I believe I can. Guide you to the person in question.
We've made it
争
then.
执怎么样了？
What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Pray, follow me.
It is quiet. Can't do much on an empty stomach.
This way, Master.
What an exhausting day it's been.
My kind of place, this.
One never can have too many of these.
Have we met, sir?
Ho there. Faring all right?
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Much obliged, sir.
Not buying?
You got a hankering for something? Let me know.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come.
Huh?
Saurians have claimed the village yet again, just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well. Oh, why must these scaly fiends beset us so?
Oi! What are you doing standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas! This is the good sir I spoke of. The one—
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, stranger.
嚣张个屁呀、
You did it once afore, eh? Only natural you'd help finish the job.
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We pray, cull the beast.
More Saurians. Let us deliver them a swift end and ensure the village's safety.
One cannot be too careful. Where the Saurians?
We have no means of exploiting them.
A welling strike. Right where it hurts.
Ensure your next attack is no less purposeful.
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Har Village, Sir Arisen. You are a hero. Truly, we cannot
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave! How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing problems, and we humans are lumped with the job of cleaning up after them.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
这种就是只会把错怪在别人头上的垃圾。
I do apologize. 'Twould seem things have turned rather—
这还该做村长。
We mustn't let this sour your triumph. I do hope you shall visit us again.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Don't presume I'm not busy, just because I'm old.
Thank you, sir. We've a long road ahead. But fear not. Har Village shall be bustling again ere long. I do hope—
You're wasting your time talking to me.
Pray, follow me. There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Looks as strong as you townspeople.
Lots to do. Have precious little time.
I'll treat myself to a tipple of bed.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
Wonder if anyone will notice if I stay here a bit.
I'm in fine fettle today.
I've trained for this.
I'd sooner back where it possible.
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew. Worse things than turning in early, I must say. Tis an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust.
再去一次。
We've arrived, just as planned.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are, you've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind, pray.
We've accomplished what we set out to do. That is laudable in and of itself.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, Your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If Your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, but of course. I surmise Your Majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign. Yet furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will a clever ploy indeed. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course.
So, the false sovereign operates at the behest of Queen Regent Disa. The spider has woven her web rather carefully.
这里有一块，这里有一块，这里有一块。人区，光跟那个，这里有一块。这有这么多。
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same. Someone is looking this way. Is there aught about me that caught their eye?
Fancy a look at my wares? Need anything?
Oh, what does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Might as well take a look. While you're here, eh?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
这边有一个，哪里？上面吗？还是在地下？
Mayhap dreams will reveal to me the heavens aspect.
Have you taken leave of your senses, Arisen?
"'Tis here that the bodies of those who fall. I beg you to conduct yourself with care. Perhaps you've a moment to spare, and your patronage.
A solitary shard is good for little. We need to seek out more of these if 'tis to be of use.
We must take care not to throw it away by mistake. If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen. I'll go and open the chest.
Oh, 有两个嘞。对面是什么？监狱吗？
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
还有下面。还有下面。哦，这就出来这个。 上去把这个，
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Our soldiers need better training.
We shall remain here.
It is our duty to see this peace.
Fine place to collect my thoughts.
The wise are as discerning with time as if they make it.
在哪里啊？在这里。
Living as a soldier.
Leave this place at once. You have no right to be here.
Yes.
One must take pride in their charge.
有了，之前是不够晚吗？
Who's there?
终于有纸片了。
Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Prithee inform us when it ought to have happened.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
I'm ready for patrol. You are the wise are as discerning with time as with coin.
Now here's a welcome sight. To see this piece protected. I'm in fine fashion.
I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came.
To it, I suppose.
That such peace reigned eternal.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive. And 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you'd consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The man's home is located in Bakbatal. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
Shall we seek some answers?
This is generally used as a material.
Know your place.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
This is quite a quandary.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Have you found any of the...
Items we discussed, perchance.
快了，快了，快了，把10块练完了。
Always a pleasure.
Whatever am I to do? Always another.
这个好像什么艺品店。哪里的？哎，这个吗？
Look as long as you please.
Not a care.
Welcome.
Whatever am I to do?
这样。
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your how fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty.
It seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days to come.
That's odd.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Do not forget that we...
One.
What to do?
Let's 来找一下。
There's a number on my shoulders. Would that all my days were so tranquil.
喂。
If I skip another patrol.
This armor's seen better days.
Let's take it easy, eh?
哎，是这些吗？我也忘了。 假乞丐。
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Let us make haste for the nearest town. I'd rather sell our pickings at market than toss them aside.
seen better days.
I quite like it here. Always another errand to see here.
Where's a waste of time? No one's listening.
等一下，我看一下，是。
Wouldn't say no to the eyes of you.
Swapping stories. I just want to laugh as many lies as my parents. I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
I'm aging for a fight.
哪里可以？
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
Seems my feet always.
Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
I've not much to offer you, sir, I fear.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Ah, now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Right at home.
Hubris is man's worst enemy.
我忘记在哪里了，我就在贫民窟的边缘。
Mayhap I'll seek out a town I've yet to visit.
Got any arms for a man down on his luck?
Good day, sir.
'Tis good to be busy. Work begets opportunity.
This looks as good a place as any.
Long as you please. Must be air.
的右边是可以。
Oh dear.
进去的路了。是这里吗？
Quite the predicament.
记得有些边边可以
With I could
So-
spend all day.
May the heavens shield us from
对，
Got nothing to fear if I keep my wits about me.
你为什么人在这里？
Didn't sleep on winter last night.
谁呀、
Greetings.
“那边是哪里？”走上去。
'Tis quiet.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
啊，这玉塔。 是不够。
A fight with such worn-out gear.
This is bad.
“被发现了是吗？”
Not ruins your day, like getting cut open.
I'd sooner stay out of that. Very possible. Would that I ne'er had cause to draw steel. What they're whispering of me now, I dread to think.
操，别弄这里。 要回去补眠，晚上再出来。这是哪里？哦， 那个放尸体的。
Welcome.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Hoy, friend! Have any time for me today? I dare say we're there's something I've come to every last resident, for it made me painfully aware of my own position. I want to live a life I can proudly call my own. I tire of looking at this box. It fills me with courage. 'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant, to be willed about as she pleases. 'Tis something I obtained of my own will, though it came to me. Pray, take this with my thanks. 'Tis quite a rarity, as I hear it. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. There's aught I would do. Thus, I cannot say when, though till then.
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad.
Indeed, you are correct.
Need anything?
感觉不搭嘎哎，剧情不合。差这么多，买要15万，你卖只有1200，你太鬼扯了。
Many thanks.
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
走哥布林啊！
Trying to provoke me?
对啊，为什么哥布林啊？
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with everything.
Boy, you there. Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. It is none of my concern.
Over here, if you please.
带什么任务？你要带着我走？啊，贵族少年，不用了。 间不够吗？先坐一下。
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during the day.
What?
为什么？怎么突然没有出来？为什么干嘛要酒吧找他？不会这个衣服他的吧？
Townspeople depend on me.
But last night's scuffle. I'll feel a sight better once I've had my dinner.
Still a while to go before my shift's over.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
I don't like it here.
Them nobles do nothing. Guzzle
I fear this trial
sweetmeats
is
and
too
ale.
much for one such as me.
One day, I'm going to have proper raiment.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Aye, sir. What I can do for you? What? You mean to say my Albert's a noble and has only been pretending to be a beggar? Earning a living in the slums isn't easy, but Albert and I, we promised each other we'd try our hardest to make ends meet. And you're saying 'tis all a lie? I don't want to believe such madness, but nor can I deny that these garments are my husband's. Pray, tell me where you found them. I must see this for myself.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
哎呀，他任务有没有需要什么晚上啊之类的？没有，就直接去也可以。
I shall wait.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
Eh, 怎么枪又好了？
Must hold out till someone comes to relieve me.
Knees have been acting up of late.
You. I wonder how you must feel. Having locked me away, do you think yourself just? If so, you are sorely mistaken. There are many in this world who require salvation, just as there are theories that may only be tested on living flesh, so are mortal bodies the sole source of certain materials. And, whatever you may think, all lives are not made equal. 'Tis the truth, whether you choose to acknowledge it or not. The sickly folk of the slums are fated to die, to waste away till death grants them its mercy. I merely gave their deaths a greater purpose. If anything, I deserve your praise, not this awful cell.
Your best bet's the scrap store in the checkpoint.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oh, then we are presented with 3 options. Either the law of our world that allows only one arisen has been upended, or Disa's arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be? Escape? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts, and I need not turn my ear to Disa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell.
这对书哦，这哪来的立法可以读？
If you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, tell me, does that ring any bells? Oh, to think such a place existed. Oh, very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the...
Must hold out till someone comes to relieve me.
就这些人瞎了是吗？瞎了。
'Tis good to be reunited.
To charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to
guide me outside, then.
你怎么走？
This should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Such quietude is a blessing.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
So tired. I've barely the vim to time my now. No sense getting cold.
Use a bit of peace and quiet.
If I could, I'd never leave.
Days like this make me glad to be alive. Must hold out till someone comes to you.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Ah, excellent find.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
这么贴心，这边放一张椅子。
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen Your Majesty, it seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for Your Majesty's efforts.
所以这把钥匙是顺便可以看那个，可以探查到艾莲娜，还有另外一个那个嚣张的宝石途径。
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim, I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, Your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
We've been entrusted with a task. Let us approach it with all due care.
We're off to Vernworth Palace then.
Not a care in the world.
我应该换士兵的服装，还是要换接见服比较好一点？
Back's not acting up today.
Let me stay a while.
What's this all about?
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table. I'd sooner stay out of battle, where it's possible. Wonder if anyone knows.
Eh, 还可以揭开面罩。
This armor's seen better days.
You!
I'd be glad to talk when I'm off duty, sir.
Oh, tell me, I haven't got any for these.
This hustle bustle puts me right at home.
All this walking's made my legs ache with fright.
You!
Will you stop and have a look? I've wares of every...
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't...
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
You!
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
This looks like trouble. This really is funny craftsmanship. This part's pretty different as well. You! Time to upgrade.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
You!
Swear I've not blinked once in this.
到底要不追他、啊？还是不能追太近，还是怎样？
Fancy a look at my wares? Faring well, I hope.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out so tight.
You!
If I could, never...
You! You!
I always have a warm welcome for a customer.
在跑到家里。
Huh.
哎，是要抓住他是不是？那个又的是要抓住他，靠！我要干嘛嘞？
I'll feel a sight better once I'm out with them.
Even I know when to shut my trap.
It's a thankless job, this. My body's not forgiven me for last night's stuff.
I'm just grateful.
Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people. If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail next. The place is full of... I should know. I was a...
Beg pardon, sir, but have you any information about what happened here? A couple were found dead, you see. Poor Albert was stabbed from behind, and Selena, by all appearances, ended her own life after killing him. I can't fathom it. I knew the both of them, and I cannot imagine Selena doing such a thing, let alone to her dear husband. One witness claims Selena was turned away from a noble's estate shortly before the incident. But how could that possibly have led to aught so gruesome as this?
What a miserable fate. We ought not to have involved ourselves in this affair, methinks.
所以说，把这件事情说出来的话，我去找那个男的，然后，哎，进不去了。我去找那个男的，然后被拒绝之后，在这个地方偷袭他，把他捅死，然后再自杀。
When does my watch end? I've been forgotten. I'm in fine fettle today.
我没有监视者了。
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to...
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. Ah, 'tis obvious, no? I am an agent, of a sort. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over, now you found me out. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further.
如果放过他会怎么样？
Aye, aye. You'll have your coin. Greed will get you nowhere, friend.
哎呦，就可以打。
You there! Halt! Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, He is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then. What catches your eye?
Yes, sir!
Ugh.
We shall see how bold you are in irons.
Do not test me.
It'll do you no good letting me rot in here, you know. Another agent will be on you afore long.
We shall see how bold you are in irons.
应该过完了吧？
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Tell is her ties to this figure from the neighboring country have a romantic tint.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of...
是要去阿洛多，还是要进去啊？
Materials result in different creations.
电王城里面的办公室。
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Silence. Cultivate anyone else shares my sorrows.
Wealth is rooted in the soil of learning.
A fine spot to take my mind off my troubles.
Silence.
"大臣，你在房间放那个回复耐力在干嘛？
Cultivates wisdom.
A fine spot to take my mind off my troubles.
Wealth is rooted in the soil of learning.
睡了还是没睡？为什么房间佣人房啊？
Done by dusk.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen. At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
那里有梯子，这种梯子哪里啊？餐馆的后面有梯子。
Silence cultivates wisdom.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
If you must go off on your own...
You are the Arisen. Follow me!
又是发动的。
I'll feel it side down once I'm at my dinner. Too much excitement. Swear I've not got such peace. Strange to tell.
Tis best you move along. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
I wish the Minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere. There are times when no one's standing watch there at all.
Aye, it happened just yesterday, in fact.
这种对话意思就是说，现在没有守卫。多少？之前我记得在这边。
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
威廉米娜是谁？是那个不知道。这边对。
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
would that all my days were so tranquil.
Whoever's my replacement's in for a boot of the arse.
Forgive me for last night's scuffle. Mayhap I'll head out on a stroll.
没有了。
When does my watch end?
I'm in it now. I sense getting cold feet. I've trained for this.
There'll be no trouble today.
Fine place.
Always sets me to think this place.
A chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
Got to keep moving, lest I fall asleep.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Mayhap I ought to give up.
What?
Pray, take yourself elsewhere. Our services are only available to members of this establishment.
哪来的会员卡？要去哪里弄会员卡？
Isn't commonly rare, this. I look forward to informing my own master of its finding when I return beyond the rift.
Have you ever been at a loss as to how to proceed? Or felt like you'd forgotten aught but couldn't recall what 'twas? Well, whenever I'm lost, I go to a professional to have my fortune told. And around here, that's Ursula, the Oracle.
那个推开的地方
The
就是他
service
展
is
览
not
的
to
东
be
西是吧？
underestimated. Many a time has her advice given me a moment of pure revelation.
Now,
Nice place this.
where was I
I'm
headed?
in no hurry to leave. Do forgive me, but who are you?
I do not believe you have a right to be here, sir.
Have you need of me?
Feels eerie, no one about.
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
啊。
What's the wind blow my fur every which way?
Lots to do.
Welcome.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries. Oh,
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can, only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot, and ere it slips my mind.
Phasis. Now there's a name to remember.
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. Where to next, I've a knack for gathering items, and I know where we can find useful material.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say. Life's best taken at a leisurely pace.
As a reward for your you will of course require raiment befitting of the occasion. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that and so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery.
为什么又说不知道？前面探查那么
But
多，
may
结
up
果不知道。
approaching the false sovereign, what say you, your majesty? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my... Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mark. Here. This should suffice to help you blend in. Take care. Ah. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining. There is much we ought to tend to. All shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart.
所以说如果做登基大典会有什么状况？
Very well. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to... There is much we ought to tend to, If we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim,
有些
I
支线或
believe
什么
all
不
he
能
has
弄
to
吗？
say. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we
这些
would.
支线就不方便了。
This might be worth a read.
A
少年
thorough
任务还
perusal
在，
might reveal aught of interest.
少年的任务还在。 跟你说一定要接吗？还是怎样？
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
This ox cart's back. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my...
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's to be found while we're here?
No respect for their tools. Come on, have a look. Got to find more places to buy my stock cheap.
Isn't there anything to earn a living sitting on the haunches?
“这都收官货了。”
Got to make hay while the sun shines. I had to do Your mornings get earlier as your bones get older.
Welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, this little shop of mine, if you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. On the transference is not like to do more. Take care how you use it, sir.
只用了吗？这种东西要30万，我这边能卖多少钱？
Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. The creation of a masterpiece takes time, sir. Pray, do not rush me.
时间呢？
Aught I can help with? Many thanks to you.
The Jadeite orb is safely in hand.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
Sir Murdin stopped taking visitors after his lady wife passed. He's not the friendliest of neighbors.
Greetings, sir. We see a great many customers given our location, so you'll have
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here...
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Twas just as daunting to battle Cyclopes there as here, and taking a...
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go, then.
Feeling rested, I trust.
How might I be of service? Wait, your equipment.
I've seen better days, that's for sure.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
什么都没有。
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something. The creation of a masterpiece takes time, sir. Pray do not rush me.
你比城里还便宜，太鬼扯了。
Hope to see you again.
那要多久啊？ 算了，没有缺这个。
Reckon your road trade towns can make you right sick of crowds.
I have no issue falling asleep.
Go on, have a look.
What good will come of this?
A day of rest.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
Well met, son. How might I do it?
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something. The item you request is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well.
To
have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Many thanks to you.
My own master. Oft crafts such forgeries.
Unbelievable!
I only pray my watch.
我有奇怪的。
Peruse at your leisure,
Fancy a look at my wares? Another day, another adventure. Hail! Welcome, sir. After all, 'tis folly to linger on a single vocation. How goes the collection? Made any progress? Tis good to be busy. Work do come again.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Let's see. What can we do without?
这可以卖掉，先卖一套掉，还那么多。
Well, hello. Oh, there's always demand for weapons. near the border, where quarrels occur every other day. Always a pleasure.
No purchases to be made today.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? Very well.
Peruse at your leisure, sir. Well, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near the...
鹿子毛皮，靠，不是写单纯卖钱用的。
border, where quarrels are... Do come again?
I've been on my feet all day.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Walking everywhere is so...
Reckon your roads, trade towns, can make you right sick of crowds.
We must rest, though the...
Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Reckon your road, trade towns, can make you right sick of crowds.
Shall we get some rest then?
Interested in my wares?
Monsters raged ere they dared before. We really expect to sing so well out.
What am I supposed to do?
Wait.
This worrying's giving me an achy back.
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy something. The item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Hope to see you again.
It is well tiring, being so alert all day long.
Find any turncoats.
Only fools and urchins boast of their kind.
Life's been pretty kind.
The townspeople depend on me.
Go on, have a look.
Bleeding always got to be in the thick of things straight for this.
My bad.
There you are.
Pray, tell me, have you found the Jadeite orb? Fine. If Master Everard finds out what I've done, I shall be dead before the morrow.
哦，这是偷的，是吧？
Reckon your road's been a long one. No use hiding it. I've seen my share of weary countenances. Trade towns can make you right sick of crowds.
There are worse things than...
Go on, have a look.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something. The creation of a masterpiece takes time, sir. Pray do not rush me. Many thanks to you.
有天啦，我还没好。已经2天了，怎么还没好？
Reckon your road's been a long one. No trade towns can make you right sick of crowds.
A good sleep will ensure we...
Go on, have a look.
Oh, tell me I haven't got any fleas. I'm unsure how best to proceed.
Polishing my armor to the moon.
So, welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something. The item you requested is... Here you are, sir. Use it. Many thanks to you.
You might say that the purpose of a forgery is limited only by one's own imagination.
'Tis certainly identical to the original. I dare say anyone would be fooled by it.
There you are. Pray, tell me, have you found the Jadeite orb? Oh, thank you. Pray, take this. I know 'tisn't much, but I've naught else to offer. Right, I'd best get going. Sir, though we may ne'er meet again, know that
I fear we have done Sir Ophalv an unkindness. May he find the strength to weather his troubles.
We'd all hoped for a better outcome.
So, how goes it?
Did you manage to retrieve the Jadeite orb? Ah, splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, there is one final matter. You see, in my line of work, trust is paramount. And so we shall go to verify the orb's authenticity together. Come, I trust old Ibrahim's... Follow my lead!
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Many thanks to you.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind as to examine this Jadeite orb? Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while he performs his appraisal.
What is it? The appraisal.
多久啊？
He ought to be finished by now. Come, let us go see. You have done your title proud, Arisen. This Jadeite orb is indeed the genuine article. My partners shall be most relieved to hear of its return. You have certainly earned your reward. I trust you will find it satisfactory. And I do hope you will permit me to call upon you again, should aught arise.
Look while you're here, eh? Faring well, I hope.
咱接见福贵一进就是这一间房间。
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
I don't believe I had any visitors today. My interest is piqued very well. You may and
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
那我东西都拿光了。还有任务吗？ 东西拿完了。
you would rifle through your host's possessions unbidden? How?
Good to see you, Master.
Now then, what could it be you have come to learn of my man? Many are those who have knocked at my door only to walk away broke. Perhaps you would allow me to test your... Bring me the grimoires I yet lack. Have you found any grimoires?
降临，霹雳炸盾，王国上中，怒火暴雪，大地。
You know not where they are. I shall divulge but one a village assailed by the dragon.
吊条墙。哦，就这个、哦，那也没什么啊。我看看我的。
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Anything? There's no easy thing making a living. So well met, sir. How might I be of service? I cannot help but be wary of
Oh, the sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here.
感觉我好像都一样。 少了一两个。
At least you'll find a bit of. Peace and quiet. Many thanks.
我还差一本。
Need anything?
另外一本在梅威尔州，就在梅威尔那边还是可以买到。
Have you found any grimoires?
没有。
Well, well.
I'll have an early supper.
Need anything?
坐牛车是还是比较慢。
If I sleep on my woes, they have to
Stay here a bit.
Could it be aught befallen? If I cannot dissuade you from...
What must needs be done?
Not sure I can handle this.
This ox cart, I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my...
What am I supposed to do about it?
Oh.
Come on then! Try your luck!
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not go down like that. Most impressive, Master.
Keep on like that, and we'll be done here soon enough.
Outstanding. When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame. That's better. Many thanks.
Where are you going?
Back.
I'll teach you.
Opportunities as they come, I
Give
say.
me a moment to think, will you? Look, yonder, toward the sea. I espy a distant shore, a land untraveled.
One day, when we're well prepared, perhaps we might venture there and explore.
I've wares of every ilk.
Take a look while you're here.
There's a ladder here.
After you.
Need anything? Stop by again soon.
Ooh.
Stand strong!
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Understood.
Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing.
Focus. A moment of indecision will spell out doom.
As you say.
Do not forget. Naught seemed amiss.
Apologies, but I can't. This ox cart. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
You so enjoy our talks.
Not good will come of this.
We're still in the fight!
That's quite enough.
Twas a bumpy ride.
No.
But we've arrived
Bueno.
all the same.
That damn dragon. Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them. I'll fell that thing myself. There you are.
head will send this boat reeling.
It's shared by both.
Yourself. 'Twas a lesson in determination. Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed. You must return to the village. Everyone is concerned for you.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't forget this. Thank you.
I'll get that for you.
That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? I pray you do not walk the same path as I have. 'Tis a style all my own. A patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon.
剑士啊，对，我剑士。我剑士是这个时候开放的。
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Always a pleasure. Well met, sir.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
This is a place to forget one's troubles. My back's so
Mayhap
stiff.
I'll set out on my own adventure someday.
我把书要找谁呀？
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
感觉是要找那个行商的那一种。我记得有一客户是。那东西送来。
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me.
Always a pleasure.
We're saved. I haven't the words to thank you. We're saved. I haven't the words. We're saved.
奇怪，不是可以送吗？这个当然不行。
I'd be glad to talk when I'm off duty, sir.
I've a selection of wares. Fulminous. I picked it up in... Can't speak for its contents, but it certainly looks valuable. Pleasure doing business with...
It is most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
We've a journey to prepare for, after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
We're saved.
Wasn't sure we'd survive that.
Oh, 没有。
It's this way. Apologies, but I...
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills...
This ox cart's bound for Burn. I'll need to see some coin before I let you...
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Do not forget that we... Naught seemed amiss at...
All my peers seem so much more capable. Mind, I have time for a citizen in need.
What do you think you'll do?
It's on me to bear what young...
Maybe I'll keep right here.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Always another errand to see to.
Days like this make me glad.
I'd never leave.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
休息吧。哎，为什么不能？
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
As I understand, I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
这样可以存了吗？
The sun may have fallen, but